welcome to WTF with Tracy and friends. Today is Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. I'm Tracy, and these are my friends, Melissa Ledoux and John Donito.
Hey.
Hey.
And guys, this is, as you know, the most fun you can have on a Wednesday night with clothes on. Welcome back, people. If you would like to, please give us a like, subscribe, share, and comment on the old YouTube. We would much appreciate that. So thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Allie is absent today. Pat is absent, and Jen is absent, all with good reason. Jen is at the Phillies game tonight.
Oh, she's
so
lucky.
jealous.
I'm
Lucky
jealous.
girl. Lucky girl. Yeah, Red October. What do you think?
Yes,
How
very
excited are you?
excited.
Big Phillies fans.
Yeah.
The game was really exciting last night. A little bit of a nail biter there at the end.
Yeah, it
That's
got
the
very
great
exciting.
part of baseball. Like, all of these games are interesting and nail biters.
Yeah.
They're all really
It's
good.
down to every pitch. It's so important whether it's a 2-1 count or is it 1-2, and so you're like, hang on every pitch. In July, nobody cares about
cares.
that.
Nobody cares.
It's like background. Like very few people like are that into it. But October, every single pitch, everyone is watching.
Every game
Yeah.
is amazing. I want a rally towel for every game. I can't even watch it. It's so stressful. Like, I get so, like, I'm like, I can't look.
That's how I feel like the first few innings, I'm good. But like last night, the 7th inning, I was like, oh no, I can't
Edge
do
of
this.
your seat, right?
Yeah.
So nervous. I have to walk away. I can't watch it all. I did not watch the game last night.
At all.
Nor will I be watching it tonight. No, at all.
Because of that.
Because of that
Anxiousness?
anxiety.
Yeah, I get so anxious. Like, there's so much pressure on the pitcher. Like,
Yeah.
it's unbearable to me. So
See,
much pressure on one person.
And I love like that anxiety that you get. And looking back at just last night, that's fantastic. But if they were to have lost, it just makes it awful.
I
Like,
know.
Then it's like
Depression.
painful.
Yeah.
It's like it goes exciting if they won, and when they lose, it's just like it's pain. It's the same feeling.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
you see it different ways, like looking back on
He
it.
will also turn off the TV if the score is going in the wrong direction. Like he'll just be like, nope, we're done with this game.
It's because it's so frustrating to watch.
So that's a frustration thing, or is that a superstition kind of thing?
Oh no, those are separate. I have a bunch of those.
You do?
But it's the frustration thing in any sport. Any of my teams, if they're just, it's so feeble. Again, there's not even any chance of winning. Like they're swinging, missing everything. They're like looking at everything, booted balls like in the outfield. Like it's when they look inept. I can't watch. It's not enjoyable. It's so frustrating. Even like in hockey, they can't make a pass or like any
Yeah.
sport where it's that bad. I'm not watching it. Not because I'm mad at the team because they're awful. It's just frustrating for me to watch,
Yeah.
and I can't do it.
Needless to say, we're not watching much football this season.
Yes, as Giants fans, you can imagine. Yeah.
Well, it's worse as a Jets fan. Not that I'm a Jets fan,
Yeah,
but
was gonna
on
say.
my fantasy team, you're like, what? What do you mean a Jets fan? On my fantasy team, I have the Jets defense.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm invested, pretty much now in, the Jets games. And I
Yeah,
would
sorry.
love to be a fan, but so much disappointment.
You're gonna
I
have a
mean,
rough season.
How much
too.
disappointment can one girl take? I mean,
It's all
Yeah.
about baseball right
it's
now.
ugly, guys.
Yeah,
It's ugly.
keep it to baseball. And do you have any superstitions when you do watch?
No. I know Bob, though, if it's a close game, sometimes he'll just turn it off.
Oh, see, I'll get to the point where I'm like, by the end of the game, I'm like, oh, should I go get some fresh water? I'm like, no, but because this wasn't filled all game, so now
You
they're
can't
going
fill it
along.
now.
No, and sometimes if I'm like seated a certain way on the couch, and they're doing well, I can't move.
Oh,
Even if
that's
my foot's
funny.
falling asleep, I'm like, I can't move, or you can't go to the bathroom yet. It's still good, like, and it's crazy, and I know it's crazy, but it's. And I've been getting better with it. Like, oh, yes, I'll move. I don't want my foot to fall off. Like, dummy move. So I'm getting a little better, but they're
Sacrifice
still,
your foot for
they're
the
still
win.
there. Yeah.
Take one for the team, for
Come
God's
on.
sake.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll be like, where you going? Don't go down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Or you weren't here before, and you can't come in now. If you come in now, they're going to lose.
You know
Oh
what
my
kills me,
God.
though, now? Like, they wear so much safety equipment. It's almost comical. Like, I call it like an oven mitt. So when they're sliding
Oh,
in the
the
home, they
sliding
don't break a
mitt.
Sliding
finger.
mittens,
But like,
yeah.
The
what is that
robotic
called?
arm things get
Yeah,
me.
the arm
like-
thing, the leg thing. Some of these guys come up to bat, and I'm like, what? He looks like a robot. What happened? And now also, when they're in the locker room celebrating, they all have the goggles on.
Oh, the
The
goggles.
ski goggles, yeah.
Is that what they're called? Whiskey goggles?
Ski goggles. No, just
Oh,
ski.
I thought you said whiskey
No.
goggles.
Ooh, whiskey
I'm like,
goggles is a
that's
better name,
great
though, 'cause-
marketing idea.
Nobody steal that.
I know, right? We just trademarked that. That is now patented.
Coming
But I mean,
soon.
who is going to wear whiskey goggles other than a sports team?
No one.
Exactly.
But
No
you
one.
could market it to, because like the travel sports teams, they follow what the pros do eventually.
But
with
they're
having
kids. They're not popping bottles.
Get them sparkling
they
wine,
will be
sparkling juice.
Sparkling
Sparkling
cider
wine.
will
Oh
be
my
popping
gosh.
off in the locker
Just-
room.
All right,
These
well,
kids
you know
will follow
what?
anything. They've
You're
they're
not
walking
wrong.
around with two like $300 bats, like a
You're
10-year-old.
not
or anything,
wrong.
right?
You are
It
not
will
wrong.
make it down to that level.
Let's have a meeting after the show about the whiskey goggles because I think
But
maybe
we
there
can't
is
call
a
them
market.
whiskey goggles for the
Why
kids.
not?
What? Oh,
Why not?
because they're kids.
Because it's whiskey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might limit some buy-in.
How about whiskey, like WISSKI, like whiskey, like ski goggles? Like,
Okay, yeah,
Oh, yeah. We can just change.
there's something there.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to brainstorm about this
There's
later off
something.
the air.
Off the air.
See,
Don't
this
steal
could be our wonder mop.
It could be.
A wise woman
We're going to Shark Tank.
once told me, and still tells me till this day, you're only one wonder mop away from your millions. It just takes one little idea.
Yeah.
Was that the one with the chamois strips
The
as the
Wonder
mop?
Mop?
Yeah.
Ew.
No, I think it was like the one that you wring out in the bucket. I don't know.
Oh, so
Like the original mop was called the Wonder Mop?
I think so. Like the one they started selling, I think, on QVC.
was there a movie about this woman?
Yes, Joy or something.
Yes.
Joy Mangano on HSN or QVC, one of those.
There was a movie about her. Okay.
She
Oh.
started with this
The Wonder
idea,
Mop.
the Wonder Mop.
The
And
Wonder
it made
Mop.
millions of dollars. And now she helps other inventors. And, she, I guess, buys all these ideas
That's
now
awesome.
and markets
Oh, that's
them.
really cool.
But anyway, yeah, so we're just a Wonder Mop away from our millions.
That close.
Our
whiskey goggles,
goggles
maybe
will
it.
take
Patent
off.
All right,
pending.
anyway.
Patent pending.
Already patented, correct.
Some licensing deals.
But that cracks me up though when I see them with like their protective goggles. I'm like, come on, baseball's getting soft.
Yeah.
And Bob yells at me. He's like,
It
"You
burns."
stand there, you catch a 98-mile-an-hour pitch. See how it feels,
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
gets
And-
very,
and
very
a- and a
excited
lot of
about
that
the
is-
players.
Injuries that they've gotten probably maybe in the minor leagues.
He's like,
Like
you know how
they
many
hurt their
fingers
elbow.
have been broken?
Yeah.
He's like, you need 10 fingers to play baseball. You need 10
All
fingers
right.
to swing a bat. He gets so mad
He's
at me.
not wrong.
He gets furious. It's great. I love it. Anyway, guys. So yeah, I love the goggles. It does burn your eyes when you get champagne in them, though.
Yeah, I could see why they're wearing the goggles. And my guess is somebody's sponsoring those goggles.
Yeah,
But
I
not
think it started like
enough.
the NBA. Some of the guys had like the big ski goggles. Now Oakley makes goggles, so they would like hand them out, and definitely some kind of product placement deal that they got.
Well, I mean, that's terrible marketing. I see that they're like fluorescent green, but that's it. Like, everybody's going to know the whiskey goggles.
Absolutely.
That's going to become a household name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch. I just
Ours will come in an
manifested it.
array of colors.
Anyway, so how about we survived today, guys? Do you know we survived the
Yes.
zombie apocalypse emergency alert?
I got that alert. I'm still here.
It was
Yeah.
so uneventful. People were in a tizzy for weeks over this. Weeks
like
and weeks.
what was the
Okay,
tizzy all
so
about?
I love a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories, I'm here for
Yeah,
it.
yes,
I love
you
to go
do.
down the rabbit hole and listen to all these crazy
yes.
things.
Cabals and
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. But anyway, so the conspiracy theory was that this frequency that they were going to play was going to activate the metal. Shoot, what's it called?
titanium.
Not titanium. I can't think of the damn word. Oh, I hate when this happens.
Adamantium.
Anyway, the what?
Adamantium.
No. But
Wolverine's claws.
no.
Trying to
gonna
help you out
turn
here. A little
into
lifeline. Little
Wolverine.
lifeline.
I
That would have been a
All
fun,
Wolverines?
right? If we all just
Anyway, whatever the metal that supposedly was in like the COVID vaccinations was going to be activated by the frequency that they were broadcasting today.
Well, now you mention it, I do get 5G on my glasses now.
But wait,
I've been
only
vaccinated.
if you stand on one leg and like stick your arm
Yeah.
out to the side, right?
Put a 9-volt battery on your tongue.
Wait, do you remember when we were kids, like the TV, like before cable? Oh my God, I'm really dating
Before
myself.
cable.
But
Wow.
pre-cable, like when you would have like the TV, or like I had a TV in my room with no cable. We would like wrap foil around the antennas.
Yes.
And,
and,
you
like
only
move
got,
them
like,
around
Touch it,
until
like,
you
got,
get the
if
right.
you were lucky, one station came in so poorly, but almost good enough to watch.
Whatever's on, you're watching it because it's
Whatever
clear.
comes in, it's the only
It
channel.
might as well have been the radio because it was like.
I think it was usually like the
so bad.
TBS, I guess, because they're local. Like those, you're like,
I don't know, Ruben. You have something to say?
Yeah. Oh, I have to tell you this.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm a little geek here, but I was I experimented with a speaker,
speaker.
a metal speaker, and what I did was, like you say, I had to take the antenna and everything.
Yes.
And so what I did was I took the coat hanger, right, the metal coat hanger, attached it to a speaker, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I took the wires that would go to the television, to the antenna. I tied them to the, there's a little loop on a speaker where you put the power, so you get the sound. So I tied them both together there to the television. I don't know how it worked, but I got a lot of stations.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. And
Wow.
and what I did was I amplified it with the. I used to have I had a train set, so I took I think it was called the power pack, and I would connect it, so I looped the wire to the speaker to the antenna speaker cable. So it was like a connecting. It was power to the speaker, coat hanger. Connect the wires to the coat hanger ends to the speaker, and then that to the television.
Well, thank God we have cable now. We don't have to worry
Man.
about
I
that.
know, right?
That's
I could- I-
crazy.
I
You
know,
must have
it
kept
was-
Radio Shack in business.
I know, right? I was like,
Radio
well, I could start my
Shack.
own cables network here.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I got those hard stations, like 29 sometimes.
I didn't even have 29 on the dial on my like little television.
13?
Yeah,
13.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it would always come in better if somebody like stood there and held the antenna. Like
Yes.
then it would come in, but that was it.
Yeah, when you're trying to move it and you're like, oh, this is perfect. And you let go and it goes back to
Yeah.
static. It was only perfect there and your hand
to
being
be
on it.
touching it.
Kids these days, they have
Oh.
no idea what it's like. Actually, we've been having a problem with our cable. We have Verizon right now, and the set-top box will just numerous times a day will just turn off. The screen will freeze. It will reboot. It'll say no signal, and it's like
Oh.
it takes 5 minutes for it to like reboot. So frustrating. It happens on all the boxes throughout the house, all at different times of the day. So I know I've like needed to call Verizon now for a couple weeks, but who has time? Because
Yeah,
you know
you're gonna sit on that phone
Exactly.
for like 20 minutes.
You should take them back
minimum.
to the store.
what store?
There's a Verizon store. I know there's one in Bordentown, that Acme Shopping Center, like where there's a Starbucks, a Wells Fargo
I thought it was
Bank.
a phone store.
They do it all.
They do. Are you sure about that?
Yes. So
Wait,
you can
I'm-
return.
Let
your
me
pr-
tell you
your-
something
your,
though. They're not an actual Verizon retailer. They're like a third-party Verizon retailer, and I learned that the hard way, and I'll never go back there again.
that store.
Yes,
Oh.
it's not an actual Verizon store,
Yeah.
but the one in the marketplace is. But there are, just because it says Verizon doesn't mean it's an actual Verizon store.
Authorized dealer. Is that the?
They're an
something?
authorized dealer, correct.
Then-
But I mean, just nothing.
Service was not
nothing but
good.
problems with damn Verizon. I'm
So
so
call
over
that
it.
store and see if you can come in just to swap out the boxes.
Well, this is what I found out after I finally broke down. I mean, Bob broke down. It was, the game was on, and
Oh,
I mean,
don't
God
do
Couldn't
forbid,
have the TV freezing.
God forbid, it went out during the game. Like I would never through the end of it, I was like, oh, all right, I got a call today. I got a call. So I called.
This is an emergency, Verizon.
Exactly. So I found out, I didn't even have to tell the guy anything. He said, I see right here, you have whatever the problem is with the set-top box. He said it's a known issue. They've been working on it. This issue was discovered on August 14th and is expected to be resolved on October 4th at 6:45 a.m. I was like,
What?
really? Like, he told me all of this, everything, gave me the ticket number, the whole 9 yards. And then he said, now you call back at 6:45 a.m. and we'll reboot it one more time from here and make sure you're all up and running. And I said, okay, sir, thank you so much. For the first time, I feel like somebody
Wow.
really helped me at Verizon.
Wow.
Although I wasn't getting up at 6:45
I was
to
going to say, did you set the
call
alarm?
Verizon. No. Anyway, in any case, I did wake up to like 4 text messages from them with an updated ETA of the repair time when it would be
Oh.
done. So cut to, I don't know, 2:45 this afternoon. I call and it's still not resolved. They keep bumping out the time. But the fact that he knew there was an issue, there's been a known issue since August 14th. I didn't even realize it was happening for that long.
Yeah. Do they not tell anyone when they have a known issue?
Apparently not.
Like you think
So
they would maybe like
that's-
push an email or a text message out and be like, "Hey, by the way,"
Right.
but instead they're like, "Oh, we'll just
Well,
wait.
you know what?
We'll
I
wait it
would
out."
get alerts on my phone, like there may be outages in your area or network issues, but it's so sporadic. And I mean, I don't even usually have the TV on during the day, so I don't really notice
Right,
it.
unless you
Yeah.
get that while you're watching TV. It goes out,
Exactly.
you're not
So
gonna-
I would get the
Right.
alert and
Connect
like
it.
dismiss, whatever. I mean, there's been so much rain and storms and things like that, so I don't really
Right,
think anything of
just
it.
chalk it up to that.
But I do have to call back because this has been an issue since August 14th. Where's the credit on my bill? I demand
Oh,
a credit
yeah.
on my Verizon bill.
Because it was probably right a known issue, and you called, and it just happened to be getting fixed the next morning.
Yeah,
Right.
funny that it was
Wow.
getting fixed today, the same day as this emergency signal went out.
Still not fixed, by the way.
Still
Still,
not
the issue is not resolved.
Nobody said they're good. At
So
being
you know
bad.
what? I just don't even give me credit. Just give me the red zone, the NFL red zone package, and we'll
Ooh,
call
look
it
at
even,
you.
right?
Ooh.
We'll call it
Yes.
even. So that's the
bargaining
route I'm
with
gonna
them.
go.
Bargaining.
Yeah, a little negotiation, little negotiations.
I do have a site where you can get the red zone, view the red zone, maybe at no charge. Without
I
a
mean, are you
subscription.
allowed to disclose this on the interwebs?
Hypothetically,
I mean, is somebody
if
coming
such
after you?
something happened or existed, I might know a guy.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
look at you knowing a guy.
is
I might know a guy that
is
told me
this
about it, and I can
for
tell you this.
Public consumption
Consumption?
right
No,
now?
no,
Okay. All right. So you'll tell me later?
Yeah, after the show.
Okay. So we're
Not once the show
gatekeeping
start-
this.
Did the show start already?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. I would just change your name.
yes.
His name is Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you.
Anyway. All right. So yeah, you're going to gatekeep that, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yes, you know what I'm saying.
I'm
Reach
picking-
out if you're
I'm
interested.
picking up what you're throwing
Wink,
down.
wink.
Right. Wink.
There you go.
Okay. All right. We'll talk about that off the air.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. We would never partake in what sounds like an illegal
No.
activity.
Yeah, it probably is.
I want no part of it. Take your
Nothing.
shenanigans elsewhere, Sean.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Sean
on that note,
apologizes.
so yeah, the whole thing, people were crazy, like with the conspiracy theories about this, this frequency that they were blasting today. I mean, sounded just like the regular
I was going to say, it
emergency
didn't
alert.
sound any
Right.
different, and it only lasted like 20 seconds.
10 seconds,
So
not even.
short.
I didn't even hear it. I walked away. I missed it. Didn't even hear it. Came back. There was the little
Oh.
thing on my screen. I was like, oh, okay, done and done.
Yeah. kind of a
Never
simple
heard
thing.
anything else about it, but they said it was going to go on for like a half hour, and what is this frequency they're playing? I mean, it was just crazy. But I do love a good conspiracy theory. Love them. What do you think of conspiracy theories? Do you like them? Do you have any that are
I
like
was going to
amusing?
say, I'm trying to think of like any that I
like the
thought about, but I think they're interesting. Like if someone wants to like talk about it, I'm like, oh yes, tell me what your theory is.
Tell me about it. I love it. And I
Yeah.
can't wrap my brain around the flat Earth conspiracy.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
cannot. I'm like, what do you mean?
Not even a shred of that landing with you?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. No, good.
Oh,
That's
they're
it's
bananas, those
good. Yeah.
people.
I mean,
And they're very passionate. These people that believe in the conspiracy
right?
theories.
Disproportionately passionate for the odds that they're correct, right?
Yes.
Some things that are kind of gray area, you can say, oh, very passionate. I can kind of see it. I'm not buying it, but they're so wrong.
Yeah, the flat
How do you
earthers.
enjoy that
can't
But
theory
get-
so
I
much?
do love to hear them because I like to see both sides of the coin, you know. And I'm like, well, I mean, sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes they make sense, you know. I mean,
Yes.
I'm not saying they're true, but I mean, sometimes shit just
They're
adds up.
plausible, right? It's plausible.
It's plausible, exactly. It's
And that's all
entertaining
it
to me.
takes.
Like the moon landing. You were talking about that earlier. Like the moon landing. People say the moon landing
Oh,
wasn't real. The whole thing
yeah.
was
Right.
staged
You
on
take
a
for granted all these
soundstage
years
in-
you hear about
in
it.
Hollywood.
And that
Was
could
it?
really
What?
have been
I
a
mean,
fake.
I don't
'cause
know.
How
So
come we
there-
never went back?
Well, Trace, reason why there's a lot of conspiracy on it, because, like the American flag, they were trying to figure out if there's no air in space, why does the flag move? Because there's no, even though the move is moving, but there should be no constant air
Oh,
flow.
there's so many like
And the
little
other thing
things
is,
about it. The lighting, the
you know,
shadows.
They say that, because the other planets are round, and
Yes.
the Earth is round.
Or is it? Nah, just
Or is it?
Maybe it's
I
flat.
don't know. I don't know anymore.
Like a saucer. But the thing is, anytime you get a visual from space, it's always done with a fisheye lens. So nobody actually has traveled out beyond the
Ah,
planet
okay.
to take a picture.
I want to know though, how do they get the footage of like the spaceship like taking off? Did they leave somebody there to
Oh, yeah.
film
See,
it
that's
like
the other
that?
thing, right.
I don't understand that.
That's
Like,
the other thing.
yeah.
That is. That's
explain
very
that.
true.
Riddle me that. Like, how
Right.
do we get that footage?
How
Satellite
do you capture
video?
the spaceship landing and then taking off from the moon?
Precisely.
So
Somebody got
Mythbusters,
left behind.
one of my favorite shows of all time, had an episode.
Great show, MythBusters. I
Yes.
wish it
I
was
used to
still on.
Love
Yeah.
watching
Whoa,
that.
we should bring it back.
Ooh.
You look like the guy with the beard. Yeah. Let's bring
We're
back
halfway there.
MythBusters.
We
I know
gotta
we're
find-
halfway there right
We gotta
now.
find some scientists.
So I mean, I do love the idea.
Of all the stupid shows that are on, like bring back MythBusters. What a great show.
Yeah.
They-
Oh my God. And we could debunk all these. Oh, love it.
These
Go ahead.
crazy
I'm sorry.
things.
Carry on. So they did a show on the moon landing.
Specifically, the moon landing
Okay.
conspiracy, and thing about the flag. I forget how they tested that.
Oh, I'm gonna
but the
watch
one
it when
about
I get home.
the shadows. There's like a shadow going one way on a crater, and on a person further up in the shot, it's going a different way. And the theory is that, well, in the studio lighting, that's the conspiracy. It's all done on a soundstage.
Right.
That there's lighting from different angles, and it's causing that. And they talked to rocket scientists, and they said, no, that's because the light from the sun and these other angles, that's how it's supposed to work.
I mean,
They recreated the scene in a soundstage
did they?
and could not recreate the shadows that you see on there.
With various lights
Right,
and
from
things
two different.
around.
It doesn't work that way. When you say it, two different lights causing two different. Sure, but in practice, it doesn't hold water.
All right. So MythBusters busted that.
Yes,
huh?
and all the multiple pieces of evidence that say it's not real, they debunked all of them. In
What
their
about
testing.
Buzz Aldrin himself saying we never went to the moon? Is he just
You know, I-
dementia or like?
It most likely is that, or I don't know.
All
I know.
right,
I know.
all
There's a
good
guy like
things.
followed him around, and isn't he the guy? He punched one of the guys like
I
going
don't
after him.
know. I don't know, but that's fascinating.
So-
I might dig into that show and watch
Yes.
that tonight. Well, the game's on, so
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how tense the game is. If my nerves can take it.
That is good deserving of a rewatch, though.
Yeah.
The MythBusters.
So, something else in the news: bed bugs in Paris. Have you heard this?
I think I saw like a small headline today, but I didn't actually look into it.
Bed bugs in Paris.
Infestation of bed bugs throughout
now you're
Paris.
talking-
I know, I'm itchy,
Ugh.
and I was already itchy because Haley works at a apartment complex. She's the
Office
God.
ma-
I
sales
can't.
manager.
My words aren't coming
She's
to
a
me
marketing
today.
manager,
She's a
office
person that-
manager.
Brain
Is
fog.
there.
The assistant property manager. So at her complex,
Assistant to
they
the
get
property manager.
bed bugs there frequently. Like,
Oh.
yeah. Oh, God, so gross.
My foot's
But
Oh.
they just had this
I didn't think
big
it was still a
event.
thing.
They just had this big event at the clubhouse, the brand new clubhouse, all refurbished and like amazing. And this is like a luxury apartment complex. It's not some like low rent place. But they had this big event, and then the next day discovered there were bed bugs in the clubhouse, and like everybody that was at the event, like
Oh, super spreader.
I guess they had to like notify them, and they had to like treat all these units and the
Can they
clubhouse.
like
and-
travel on you?
Yes.
Yes,
So
that's the whole thing. Like in
poor-
hotel. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Poor Haley called me. She was so upset, and she was like on her way home to go wash everything, the entire contents of their apartment. And I mean, they don't live there at the complex. They live somewhere else. But she was so worried that she would like
She
bring
was
home a
bringing
bed
them
bug. I
home.
can't blame her. I would be so freaked
Yeah,
out.
I would have to wash everything.
when was that? Was that recently?
Last week.
Did they get any bites? Where they bite you?
No. They didn't get
So no-
anything.
okay.
The exterminator at the clubhouse said there was just larvae that they found there. None in her office, but they were in other parts of the clubhouse. But if they didn't treat it, I mean, it could go.
Right.
Totally.
So what happened in Paris that all of a sudden
I
this
don't
is
know
like a big
what
issue?
sparked it, but apparently all over Paris, like on the
Champs-Elysees.
railway, the public
metro.
transportation.
Oh,
It's called
Thank
the
you,
metro.
the metro. I don't know. I've never been.
metro.
I've never been to Paris. I'm sorry. I
Le
don't speak
metro.
French.
Le Metro.
Yeah, Le Metro, whatever. That's like infested, and I mean, they spread so easily. I mean, people think I'm crazy, but when I go to a hotel, I mean, the first thing I do, check the mattress. I mean, immediately. Is that not normal? No, I guess not. You're looking at me like I'm
so.
crazy.
I don't do it, but I think that it is something that is becoming more normal. And like, I'm on a Facebook group for like women who travel, and there was like a whole post where they were like, no, you have to check everything. One lady's like, I put my luggage in the bathtub, check the
Correct.
whole room before I put my move anything.
Yes,
So
absolutely,
what
a
do you-
zillion percent.
Try. Would you like take the sheets down and?
Oh
look
yeah,
at the-
Yeah, and
You check
you
the
can check for,
corners
like,
of the
their-
mattress.
Yeah, there's like different ways to know if they're there or not.
You can see them, yeah. But definitely, I check that every time for sure. And then I also travel with a carbon monoxide detector, like a little carbon monoxide detector.
Oh, that's actually really smart.
Oh, I'll never forget. I think I traumatized Cole. We were. He was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, explaining to him what it is, and then like he was so worried. Like every time we went somewhere, you have the carbon monoxide detector.
Oh my god.
Did something happen where you were like, oh, I need to have this going
Well, I
forward?
remember that there was this story in the news where like these people in the hotel died because there was carbon monoxide leaching into their room from like, I don't know, it was like the pool, like I don't know, a generator or something.
right.
Some,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
it's odorless,
I will be going on
colorless.
Amazon tonight
Right.
to buy a portable carbon monoxide.
They're
detector.
$10. Like it's a little, just a little
We're gonna need one
thing.
of those for traveling now.
But I think I did traumatize him for a while because he would ask all the time, like, "Do you have the carbon
have the
monoxide
detector?"
detector?" I'm like, "Of course I do."
He was just want you to carry it with
As he's
you.
got a black light around the room, he's like, "Ma, you got the."
Wait, I have a black light too. Am I crazy? Am I a crazy person?
You
I
have a
do.
black light?
I do. I do have a black light.
you have black light
Frankly,
posters?
I don't bring it with me. I'm afraid. I
I was
don't.
gonna say I wouldn't. I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, no, I
The
can't.
black light.
See, that's the thing. Like, I see these tips. Oh, you should check this. Look here. Look, here's what to look for. And it makes so much sense when you hear it. But don't travel a whole lot. So you get to the hotel. Like, you just want to relax. Just,
How can you relax
I
if
just
you
become
haven't checked for
blissfully
bed
unaware.
bugs?
He's
I'm
like,
just-
I forgot everything.
How
the,
can
bed, the
you
sheets are up to the
relax?
bed. They're straight. They're this. That,
Oh my God.
okay,
And you
it's-
can't, please, you cannot lay on the bedspread if there's a bedspread on the. Oh, God.
I don't because I don't like that material. of those.
I mean,
Yeah, usually
They
like
put-
that's like the first thing.
Even
to
if they're-
any
roll
good
down.
place nowadays doesn't even have
Yeah,
a
they don't even
bedspread.
use them anymore.
But
Don't
like,
have a
any,
bedspread.
the-
But yeah, if there's a bedspread, I'm not even staying there.
No, freshly laundered, it feels crusty. Let alone whatever could be on it.
I need a new hotel.
Yeah, yeah, Lysol wipes. I mean,
Like
the
Mr.
remote
Monk.
control.
Yeah.
Ew.
Just like wiping everything
You
down.
put the remote control in a plastic bag.
I
That's a
don't.
tip.
I usually don't even touch it.
Well, now they've got, I guess, since COVID, their remotes, and there's whatever, I forget the name of the technology of it, but it's all sealed. Because they wouldn't wipe them down because the buttons, stuff gets in the circuits. It's all sealed, all the buttons, like, so they can wipe it down and can be sanitized, and it's got the microban on it. So those are popping up because it's a big germ thing. But I know people
Oh,
put it
yeah.
in a plastic bag still. And
I guess I'm a germaphobe. Apparently, I don't
Yeah.
realize it until I say these things out loud. I'm like, wow.
Oh.
You mean you don't do that? Not everybody does this
But
kind
it
of
makes
stuff.
sense to like wipe things down because what if the maid didn't do that or she missed a spot?
She was having a shitty
or-
day, and she was
Right.
like, "F this." I mean, how dirty is the remote control? I don't know. I mean, I am a little germaphobe.
yeah, yeah.
I guess it's really.
But you're not to the point where you're like obsessive about it.
Or at least you're still traveling.
could be.
Like the day that you're like, I'm not leaving the house. Then
Right,
you
that's what I
were.
It's
mean.
not
I could be
debilitating.
if I stopped and thought about things. I could absolutely be like, oh my god, I'm not leaving the house. But I know that that's irrational and it's crazy. So I, say, all right, you got to live your life.
Right.
So, I
Well, that's
live my
good that
life.
you still have that awareness of it is one thing, but
Well, right. I think if you know you're crazy, are you really crazy?
I meant like awareness of germs and the proper things to do.
Not the awareness of you're crazy.
But I guess that's helpful too.
But that's
right?
a question.
But that's
though.
true,
If
too.
you know and admit that you're crazy, are you really crazy?
I was
You're
just
just
going to say
aware.
that. Yeah.
I'm just self-aware. So I try to
Self-aware, not
Self-aware.
crazy.
hide the crazy, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but you guys really don't do that in a hotel? Like,
No.
check all the
Well,
stuff?
now I will be.
Get the carbon monoxide detector. You'd never know. It's odorless. You know what I mean? Like, you don't.
You would think that would be standard in a hotel now. Like, just have a plug-in one and leave it there.
I don't think they are. It's not
It
standard.
should be.
No, but
I
it-
don't know, but that's why I travel with one. So get you a carbon
So
monoxide
I go in
detector.
and I go right to, I put the stuff down, I go right to the thermostat and pump that down.
Yeah.
That's my main concern.
like
That
you're
just
in a
makes
meat
it
If I
locker.
get it
Is
going
the air
cold-
conditioning on?
Yeah, then I'm happy. I'm like, yeah,
It's gonna
put the
freeze
sweats
out
over
the bed
here,
bugs.
Take the shoes
Unaware.
off.
I like to keep it a balmy 75.
75.
Yeah, it gets too cold.
You need the cold because there's no fans in there, so you can't rely on a fan. So it's got to be like frigid.
Frigid.
You get under all the crusty comforters and everything, like, keep you warm.
Man.
Get your extra bedspreads.
I gotta say that now. I would never, I couldn't bring the black light. I would be so disgusted. I would sleep in my car.
I was
think.
gonna say you would go home.
Yeah.
I got the black light just when Quincy was a puppy, just so like I could see if he had an
Mm.
accident somewhere. Like you knew where to like clean up
yeah,
after the puppy.
that's a good idea.
But yeah, no, I could never take it with me. I mean,
that schedule,
I
though,
would.
that's-
That would push me over the edge for sure.
Yeah. You know what they say, like, you don't want to know how the sausage is made. Like, you don't want
Wait,
to
what?
know.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
What? You don't want to know how the sausage is made?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I do want to know
Like
how the
what's
sausage
in-
is made.
Right. Like, oh, I love sausage, right? Sausage sandwich, sausage on pizza. You don't want to know how it's made. How they get it in there and what is in there.
No, never mind. Next.
See?
Nope.
Next.
Now she has something else to worry about.
Speaking, that's a whole nother thing. Restaurants.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Okay, so let's go on to the Pizza Chronicles. So tell us about some of your recent establishment visits and your reviews.
So, two of the recent standouts, we went to, it's called Amma Pizza in Hillsborough. Just letters AMA Pizza. Fantastic place.
But do you say AMA or AMA?
You say Amma.
Is it Amma? I thought
Amma?
it was Amma. I thought they were saying Ammas.
Alma pizza.
Well, then that's the other thing. Do you say it or spell it out, and then how do you pronounce
How do you
it?
s-
Not really sure.
All you need to know is Hillsboro and AMA. It's
Yeah.
such a cute little place. The pizza was fantastic.
Neapolitan, wood-fired, and it's like the certified pizza ovens.
Oh,
from
okay. A
Naples.
legit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all
Everything's
imported
super
ingredients.
homemade. They had a big fancy coffee maker that he was really eyeing up.
Ooh.
Yes. Like a nice one.
Like that would make good espresso martinis.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. But fantastic pizza, great toppings. They had some unique things. Everything was delicious. And that nice, like, chewy Neapolitan crust.
Yeah, the crust was really good.
Yeah, with flavor and everything. Fantastic. Highly recommend it.
Did you get sausage?
We did not. I was a
What-
little leery about
What
that.
did you? Yeah, I'm not sure how they make it.
Yeah.
no sausage.
What did you? What type of pizza did you have?
We had a 4 cheese.
All white, right? That
It was
the
a
no
white
red.
pie with just, but not like regular cheese. What was the? It was like Gouda.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, and some
Gouda.
other like version of mozzarella, but it's somehow different. I don't know.
Smoked.
No, it wasn't smoked.
It
It was like
was-
different, even a whole different name
Yeah, I forget
for
what
the
she
cheese,
called
but
it.
it's similar to mozzarella.
Mutz. I'm like,
Mutz?
wait, you
You're
mean
like,
mutz? The mutz,
mozzarella.
similar to the mutz.
Mozzarella.
The mozzarella.
And just a plain. Did we get a margarita?
We did
We
margarita.
got 4 because there were 4 of us. We went with another couple who they suggested this place. So when people tell us of places like friends, we like to bring them with us. And so there were 4 of us each, and they're the small pizzas. So we got 4 of those. They were all amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Isn't it funny though? Like you say mozzarella now, but growing up, what did you call it?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. I never knew anything other than mozzarella. And then as I got older, I started hearing mozzarella, and I'm like, what?
Did you like look at people like,
You're like,
what
what is-
is that?
Yeah.
Mozzarella.
What about when
Wait.
someone says like ricotta?
I still can't get over it. it hurts me. It cuts to the
ricotta.
core.
Yeah, ricotta.
Regal. It's a regal. I don't regal to cheese. I don't
That's it. Regal. Gabagool.
regal to cheese. Regal. That's how he said it. It's so funny that when you hear it now, you're like
Yeah, a little cringy.
very cringy.
Did you ever see those videos where there's a person talking to a person from Italy?
Yes.
And like,
It's
oh,
so
and
funny.
like, yeah, mozzarella. What do you like?
Yeah, what's mozzarella?
Yeah, and they're like offended by how we say some of those words.
Correct. It's the Italian American version of it.
Yeah.
So funny. I saw this recipe for an upside down pizza. Tell me if you would try it.
Yes.
So it's
Oh.
He's
Yes,
never gonna
yes,
say
I
no to
will.
pizza.
it's a you get a cast iron skillet,
Okay.
okay? Then you put pepperoni all over it. Then whatever toppings you would want. They did peppers, roasted red peppers, olives. Then they put the cheese down. They put like 3 different kind of cheeses in there. Then sauce, and then the crust, and then you bake that, and then flip it.
That sounds amazing.
I know. I think you should try it. I don't know the temperature. I don't know. Like, when you bake pizza at, you make it at home, right?
Yes.
It's like one of the hardest things to make at home, I think.
Like from scratch?
Yeah, I think it's so hard to make a good pizza. Like
Yeah,
we
it-
try all the time and
Do you make your own
Almost
dough
there.
or do you buy the dough already made?
buy the dough already made, but we are gonna delve into making the dough. We have all the ingredients,
nice.
and our next, pizza night, we're gonna make
You
the dough.
should
We
give
gotta
her
make it
your
the day
recipe.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us the recipe. Share the recipe, please.
I will.
All right. Well, we're excited for that.
Awesome.
But it's really a hard thing to make well, I think.
It takes some fine tuning.
What's the secret? High temperature?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
was just gonna
cook
say,
the
I feel like the
crust twice?
temperature is always the issue.
No, I don't cook the crust twice. I've never. That just seems. I think I would mess it up if I did that. Like overcook the the shell, whatever it is. But without not doing that, you need as hot as your oven can go, and you have a pizza stone,
I do.
and you heat it up to that high temperature, like for an hour. Because just because the oven is that temperature, the stone has to get
You
there
need the
too.
stone. Or do you do like
Yeah.
cornmeal on the stone?
I do cornmeal, yes.
Oh, see, I don't know if I want the cornmeal on my crust.
You
Like,
can do a little bit, and especially if you get the finer cornmeal, not
Yeah.
the coarse, and just enough.
see, I don't know.
It helps.
And then like you got to get the peel. Like it's so hard. Like how do you not like fold it in half? Like come on, I can barely like flip a pancake without
You got
ruining
to do
it.
the shimmy and then
You,
pull.
you gotta have extra dough. That way, when you mess up the first one,
I mean, I just know I'm
it
gonna
does it.
like
You
the
need a
whole
lot
thing
of
is gonna
flour.
fall.
If you don't do cornmeal, a lot of flour. Both is even better. And you just got to keep it loose on there, and your dough can't be wet. Like on the bottom, you got to flour the hell out of at least the bottom.
Doesn't that make it really tough? A lot of flour.
No.
See, it's
No.
like so much work and effort, and it's like you think it's like one of the simplest things, you know. It's
Yeah.
like
3 ingredients.
exactly,
right?
but it's so difficult to perfect that.
Yeah, it is tough. But that's the biggest thing. Like you're saying, like it's sticking to the peel. That's the biggest challenge because that's like it takes practice. But once you do it,
You're good.
yeah, just repetition.
All right. Well, we'll try that.
And luckily, the ingredients are not too expensive, right? Flour
Right.
and water and some
I
sauce.
really want to
Yeah.
make my own mozzarella. Like I would love to try that.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Right?
Yes.
We should do that. We should
Pulling
do that one
mozz.
night.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should do that. They have like the guy that comes to your house that'll
Walk you
train
through.
you how to
Nick.
do it.
Get out
Yes. Oh, yeah.
What? You can bring someone in your house.
Yes. I got a guy. We're gonna have
Oh,
a
that would be fun.
we're
of here.
gonna have a
Yes.
day.
Count me in.
All right, we're gonna do it.
The Mutz man.
The Mutz man, exactly. Yeah, we'll get the Mutz man over. All right, and you know what else we're gonna do? You and I and Allie, we're going to the Taylor Swift movie,
I'm so excited.
the Eras Tour
so excited.
movie. I, as a grown-ass adult woman, am not embarrassed to say I love Taylor Swift, and I
Nothing wrong with
couldn't
that.
stand her at first. I
Me
used
too.
to really just like
When
Just
she
like her.
left country and went pop, I was like, oh, I don't like her.
yeah.
And then I don't know what
she's-
happened. She grew on me, and
Haley was 8 or 9 years old, and I mean, she just loved Taylor Swift. So I was like, all right, I want to get her tickets. I want her first concert to be Taylor Swift. And I did. I was like, you know what? She's a really good role model for young
Yeah.
girls. You know, she's not like trashy, and she's really talented. She does write all of her own songs and everything.
Right.
So
She's a
Haley
good
making me
businesswoman.
listen to Taylor Swift over and over, I did start to like Taylor Swift. And then we would go to every concert, like every tour we went
oh,
to.
you've seen her? I've never seen her.
So,
Ah,
Trey,
yeah.
did you become a fan before your first concert?
I would say the first concert, I was really like blown away.
Okay, so you were like getting there, but then that sealed the deal.
Yeah,
so
that
you weren't
sealed
like,
the
just
deal.
like trudging through the concert, like you were
No,
converted
correct.
there.
Correct, right.
Okay.
She, of course, was making me listen to the songs every time we were in the car. You know, there was like Taylor Swift was constantly on. And I really splurged. I got amazing tickets. We were like in the pit for her first concert. Like I wanted it to be like so special and so memorable.
You got a limo, right?
No,
No?
no, I didn't get a limo.
Oh, that's fancy.
But no, I mean they were great seats on the floor, you know, like in the pit. They're amazing, and she was like I think 9 years old, and she cried. She was crying, like, and then I
All
was
worth
crying.
it.
I know
That
I was
would make it all
crying
worth
because
it.
she was crying, and she was like hugging me, like "Mommy, thank you so much." Like she couldn't believe it. Like it was, and then like the guy threw the guitar pick at her, and she got the guitar pick.
oh my God, that was
And
it.
I mean, this kid,
Wow.
and I think that's why I'm like such a fan. Like
Yeah.
that moment for her, I'll never forget it. It was so
Right.
great. So thanks, Taylor. And then we went to like every tour after that. Like that was our thing, but we didn't go to this one. So that's
So
why
hard
I'm
to
like,
get tickets.
I know.
We tried.
We are going to the Eras tour in the movie theater, and I can't wait.
I'm so excited. The first thing I thought was, what am I going to wear?
I know, me too.
Like, I'm
And
already thinking, and then I'm like, what am I going to wear? I'm sitting in a dark movie theater. Doesn't matter. I'm totally dressing up. I don't know what, but
I don't either, but something with sequins probably.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Something sparkly.
Probably with sequins.
Oh, and
Yeah.
we're having drinks beforehand.
Ooh, I like this.
And then I think we should bring drinks.
I was gonna
to
say,
the
we're bringing
movie
a flask.
Theater. Of course, a flask. We'll just bring a bottle. Who's gonna stop us?
Is that legal?
That's true.
Is that legal? Who's gonna stop me? Is that like?
I don't know. You just
Is that legal? That's adorable.
Who's gonna? Yeah,
Because-
you bring.
well, somebody
food
mentions
into,
a hypothetical website that can get you to view things, and
I
just
know
wanna be
for a
safe.
fact that
Just
you
be
bring
safe.
illegal contraband
Hypothetical.
into a movie theater.
I mean, that's
sir.
under
What?
FCC regulations. I'm talking about sneaking some wine into a damn
It's
movie
the Motion
theater.
Picture Association of America. Screw them. No, I'm a
have
proponent.
never-
I'm a proponent of bringing in food.
Rewind this. You have never brought contraband into a movie theater?
Oh no, I have.
Liquor,
Oh,
alcohol.
He brings.
No,
You've never brought liquor into a movie theater?
no,
Are you kidding?
no.
Oh my gosh, that's silly.
You know Trace, right? And you know what we used to do? Me and my friends, one time, right? A couple of times. One of my friends, he actually brought a whole pizza pie into the movie theater.
Did he really?
Oh my god.
I remember
That's
one
awesome.
time, Noah was probably about 12 years old, and he and his friends had all this candy. They were sneaking into the movie theater, and they got caught. And they
What?
made them throw out all their stuff, and they wouldn't let them in the movies. And I had to go pick him up.
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
just gonna say, like, what happens if you get caught?
They got
Wait.
caught.
If-
We were like, "What a dumbass! How do you get caught?" Like,
Why would they make them throw it out and not let them in? Like, if you want to see this movie, throw out your candy. Okay, I get that. But
You are
get out
kicking me
and
out.
throw your candy away.
you know what? It
is
was
that?
a long time ago, and I'm not sure that I might be misremembering it. But
Oh.
Noah, if you're watching, text me or call in right now and tell us about this. He was so upset that they got caught. We were like,
How old were they?
dumbass, like 12, 13. Like
I
middle
don't think
school.
they care anymore, though. Now.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
that wasn't a whole long time ago, but
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just happy to have people. Like,
But I still-
just
I
happy
still
to
try
have
to
asses
hide
in the
it.
I was
seats.
gonna say, at this point, especially after the pandemic, like, you should just be happy that there's people going to the movie
Right.
theater. Like,
see, I would
Yes.
take
sorry,
in.
we don't want to buy your $20 candy.
Exactly.
I would go to a lot of like the 11 o'clock shows, like bring Fina, like the new Star Wars or whatever I was going to
11
see.
afternoon.
In the morning, yeah.
Like a matinee.
Yes.
Okay.
And so even that, we'd get bagels, bring bagel sandwiches,
Oh.
chocolate milk and orange juice, and it was still high. Like put it in my coat or whatever.
Well, right. You're not
and
like
be
walking in with it. Like,
Yeah.
Right, but one of those times there was a family, like down the row, and they had the mother was standing up serving the kids a big giant bag of popcorn, and they had little paper bowls, and she was like pouring them out, not concealing it whatsoever. A family of 4, she's like picnic lunching it, and I was like, well, that's pretty bold. I'm like, at least I try to.
I guess
Conceal
maybe,
it.
like, once you get in the movie
You
theater,
mean
you're like, okay, no one's gonna
popcorn
be
that
checking.
she bought there?
No, like the big,
Oh,
like a
she
BJ's
brought in the bag of
giant,
popcorn.
like, yeah, like
Okay.
Wise
She
popcorn.
did not
See,
care.
you guys needed my type of friends. I mean, we bought fried chicken, we bought hoagie sandwiches,
Wow.
pizza. I kid you not.
Like,
and all we're
being-
gonna do is try to sneak some wine in.
Yeah.
to
It's
Taylor
like,
Swift.
yeah, that's it. I'm
Man.
just bringing a couple little drinks.
Ruben's
or
like
something.
late weights.
I know.
There's a bunch of lightweights on the candy. Candy you can just stick in your pocket or something like
Man.
that. The pizza one though got me though. I
That's
don't know how
impressive.
he did.
Yeah,
he
that's-
just-
that
the
is
hoagie sandwiches
impressive.
we did and the chicken we did.
You just with the pizza, you're just like
I'm not
You're
even mad.
pretending.
I'm impressed.
You're just, yeah, you're just
Yeah,
like,
right?
I'll
Like,
see ya.
I was impressed too. I was like, because this was when I was eating meat at the time, and I was like, I went to I think it was either Kentucky Fried Chicken or Popeyes, and we snuck a whole like 2 buckets of chicken into the movie theater.
Oh man, that's impressive.
that is pretty awesome.
I think we had little bottles of wine one time.
Yeah.
And I finished. I put it down, and then I knocked it over. It was empty, but you heard it like roll down all the way down the aisle, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna get
So
caught."
how
But it was
often
fine.
you were surprised that I never brought in alcohol? How often would you bring in alcohol to a movie?
I'm not a big movie person. Like, I haven't been to the movies well before COVID. Probably,
Oh.
I'm going to tell you the last movie I saw in the movie theater. It was Black Panther.
Oh, okay. That's a little while ago.
Yeah, that was a while.
And actually, that was at the movie theater where they have the restaurant in the movie. Like they serve you cocktails and
Oh,
like dinner
the-
and stuff right at your seat.
Okay.
Fork and Screen or something it's called, right?
No, I like that though.
Yeah, there's one in like I
Fork
think it's
and
Menlo
Screen?
Park Mall, and it's
That's
called the
where
Fork
we
and
went.
Screen, and you get like a little tray, and you can order like it's basically like TGI Fridays.
Yeah, you order
like
dinner and your
burgers, chicken
cocktails,
fingers,
And the seats
drinks.
recline. The tray goes in front of you. The server comes, serves the food. It's fun. Like it was complete novelty.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we were, Menlo Park.
And there's a bar.
AMC.
There's like a full bar,
Bar
outside,
outside, yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It was fun. There was when I lived in Orlando, there was a place like that, a movie theater like that. I mean, they serve like Pop-Tarts and like, and I don't remember them serving like hot food, but like, like goofy things like that and
Fun
cocktails.
stuff, too.
Yeah, like you get
Yeah.
drinks and stuff. And I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I'm not a big movie person though, so I don't really go to the movies that often. But yeah, I would say a handful of times I've
Okay. I never
Snuck in
thought
drinks.
to do that. I don't know.
Again, must be crazy. Right? I'm the crazy person.
Hey, as long as you realize it.
But
might
Whatever.
not
like
be
a
that
movie
crazy.
concert or concert movie.
That's different.
totally
Yeah.
acceptable,
Oh,
I
this
think.
is like. Or I was wondering, like, are people going to be sitting? Because I'm thinking, like, I want to be.
Oh, that was the big
Like,
debate
I'm
on
standing
TikTok when
up.
it was first announced. I kept seeing
Oh.
all these videos where like some Swifties were like, "No, I want to dance and sing," and others were like, "You just better sit in the seat and watch the movie and don't disrupt anyone because we're all there to see it." And I'm thinking,
Oh,
well,
that.
that's not very fun.
You're
Yeah.
at a concert.
Yeah,
All right. So
I think most people are going to treat it,
How
especially
can you
because
not?
so many people wanted to go to the concert and couldn't
get tickets.
Couldn't get tickets. And it
This
was-
is our concert.
So like this is it for them.
Correct.
So I think a lot of people are going to be like standing up, singing, dancing.
Listen, it's us against them.
Right.
They're going to have to call security, have us
Move to the front.
kicked
Stand
out.
up, Grandma.
Look, if security comes and tells me to sit down and relinquish my drinks, I will.
Right?
Will you?
I'm not going to, if somebody was like, sit down, and everybody's up and dancing. It's
We're
like
trying to
one
watch a concert
Karen in the
here.
back. See a Karen,
Right,
go
I
get
think
security.
That's the thing. I think
Take
there'll
me out
be-
of here.
There will be like less people wanting you to sit. So those people are just going to get like,
I'm like looking for a
they're
fight.
going to get vetoed.
Jeez.
He's going to be looking for that Karen.
I am looking for her. I hope she's there. I hope she's
Bring
in
it
there.
on, lady.
I mean, it's her against all of us.
Do I have
in
to
the
come
theater.
like supervise this?
You might have to
outing?
like play security.
just like hang in the little walkway
No,
tunnel?
I am a very non-confrontational person. Like I don't like conflict at
No,
all.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what do you mean?
What?
I don't like conflict.
No, you don't.
I don't start conflict. I'm like the classic middle child, always trying to smooth everything over.
Out.
Make everyone happy. Yeah, no, I'm just busting your chops.
Are you? All right. Anyway, all right. Let's go into. It's almost spooky season. Halloween candy. It's October 4th. We
yeah,
have
it's
mums for God's
Yes.
sake.
Been spooky
Summer's
season.
over. Like I'm not happy about it. My tan is fading. My mood is. It's dark at 7 o'clock. I don't like it, but
Oh,
I have
seasonal
to.
affective disorder.
Absolutely.
That's sad.
I've got to embrace fall now. So that means Halloween. Bring on spooky season. Best and worst Halloween candy. What do you think?
The worst is any chewy caramel something gets stuck in your teeth.
Love a chewy
I
caramel.
can't.
Like the sugar daddies?
Yes.
The stick?
They're like, wait. Oh, that's sugar babies.
sugar babies.
Sugar. What's the sugar baby?
They're almost, it's like
They're
a
like
drop of
little-
caramel covered in chocolate.
No, it's not covered in chocolate. It's just like a
nub of
little. It looks like a jelly bean, but it's caramel.
just caramel.
Oh.
Is it caramel or caramel?
Oh,
I
don't-
call it caramel.
I think I say caramel. Although I think I probably say
Yeah, we-
both. Like a
And
caramel
right,
apple,
there is
but
the
then a
second,
caramel candy. I don't know. It can be both.
No,
It
that's
depends.
weird.
It depends.
Depends. Like, are you trying to be fancy?
Right, it's like
Caramel.
mozzarella. Do I say mozzarella or mozzarella?
I think I say caramel. Caramel. Yeah, I think
I
I say
definitely
You
caramel.
say
have to
caramel.
like think about what you say because I think if you're like talking about something fancy, you might be like, I want a caramel latte.
I know. I'm trying. That's what I think. Like if I ordered, I would say a caramel swirl latte.
Yeah, see, I think I
Or
say
whatever.
caramel most of the time.
But I think I would say a caramel apple.
No.
Yeah, right? Like
Caramel
Caramel
apple
apple.
sounds.
caramel apple.
Caramel apple.
Oh God, I don't know. What a debate this is.
It's
Who
raging.
Right? Like, what is everyone else saying?
So right, messages. How do you pronounce it? Caramel or caramel?
Wait, so what's your favorite and worst candy?
Well, I forgot about the sugar daddy, the sugar babies. Love them. I love the little Heath bar squares.
Ooh, yes.
Love that because, like, when do you ever see a Heath bar? And I like
That's
when do you
true.
like? I never buy a candy bar. Like, who goes
Like
and
a
buys
bar,
a candy
right, a
bar? Like,
bar.
do people do
No.
that? I guess they do.
Like, I was just thinking, probably one of my favorite Halloween candies is a Kit Kat. But outside of Halloween, I would never go to the store
Exactly.
and buy a Kit
Just
Kat.
go in the-
But if
roll
you get
up in
like
the store
those
and buy a Kit
little
Kat.
like baby ones,
Exactly.
Right.
It's the only time of year I eat candy. Like around.
Wait,
See,
how do you
Halloween.
feel about candy corn?
I'm not mad at it. Some people are offended.
Oh, I'm not offended.
So
I just-
when did this shit start? Sorry. Because growing up, candy corn, I love candy corn. But all of a sudden, like, it seems like the last, like, 5 or 6 years, people are, like, hating on it.
I think it's
Like, where did this
right.
hatred
I
come
think there's
from?
like a big debate in the world about candy
Why,
corn.
why is it a
now.
conversation? Don't eat it then if you don't like it.
I don't know.
But people are like, oh, no, it's awful. It's the worst. It's not the worst thing. Don't eat a whole bag of it. Yeah, because then it'll taste disgusting after a while. Anything will. But
Yeah.
people are just so,
Yeah, I mean, like one or two. They are, I think, more decorative.
well, they're very pretty to look at.
Yeah.
They're very pretty
But
to look
delicious
at.
to
The
eat.
little
Do you know if
pumpkins.
you could, because if you like stack them, it looks like a corn cob.
Yes.
Crazy,
I
right?
saw that.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen how they stack them and it looks like a slice
Like
of
a
corn?
Slice of corn.
Yeah, fascinating, right?
It is. I want to try and make my own this year.
What? You're gonna make your own candy corn?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of effort.
I feel like that would
It's
be a
not
lot
too
of
bad.
work.
It's not
That's
too
a
bad.
lot
I
of
found
work
an,
for
For
something
like
that's not even that
you
good.
can buy like at the dollar store.
but they're apparently so much better tasting. So if I like the taste of regular, like the store bought stuff,
All right,
won't
you're gonna
this
make
taste-
your homemades. So, all right, that's your
Sure.
worst. What's your favorite?
I want to say Kit Kats, which is weird because I don't really eat them any other time, and Skittles. Skittles always.
Skittles. Can't go wrong with Skittles.
I love
All right,
candy more
this
than
is
chocolate.
a shout out to Lisa Stinger. She was my children's kindergarten teacher.
Mrs.
And
Stinger.
Mrs. Stinger would tell the kids every year, my favorite candy is Kit Kat. So if you bring me a Kit Kat, you know, like, I don't know, you'll get like a star, you know, whatever for the day. So, I mean, these kids would bring
I was
her
gonna say
like
they would
all
just
their
search
Kit
that bag
Kats.
for all the Kit Kats.
And then even after they graduated kindergarten, they would every year bring Miss Stinger a Kit Kat. Like that
She's a
was
genius.
I know, right?
That was really smart of her.
So hi, Lisa Stinger.
Oh,
I
my
hope
goodness.
somebody, although you're retired now, I hope somebody brings you Kit Kat still.
Well, you know, there's your mission for a future episode.
What?
You have to find her and bring her Kit Kats.
Reverse trick or treat.
Oh yes, yes,
Can you
yes.
do that?
I know
Can
where
you
she
do that?
lives. Yeah,
I
I
know
do.
where you
I know where
live.
she lives.
Really?
Yeah, she lives by us in my neighborhood.
Oh my God, you have to do that.
Yeah,
You
totally
should show
will.
up at her house on Halloween and knock on the door, and then
Bring
when
her a
she
thing of Kit
answers,
Kats.
Here you go. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
I have a treat for you.
I'll let you know how it goes
Yes.
after
Do
Halloween.
some reporting on that.
What's your worst and favorite candies?
My worst lollipops, like when you get those. I know they're not specifically
Lollipops.
Halloween.
Lollipops.
Like the Tootsie Pops, garbage.
Oh,
Get out of
I
here.
don't really like
even
Tootsie
the blow
Pops.
pop. But it's a crappy gum inside. It's
Garbage.
not worth it. So anytime there's lollipops in there, awful.
Lollipops.
Favorite. I love peanut butter candy, but for Halloween, like you were saying, just the novelty of it being Halloween, the Nestle Crunch.
Oh,
Love Nestle Crunch.
that's a good one.
But only in Halloween because right, I don't buy a candy bar of Crunch.
Right.
Because when I'm in the store, I will go for anything peanut butter over
Yeah.
these other candies that I like.
Like,
but
Outside of Halloween, Reese's is always the winner. But at
Yes.
Halloween, I don't even think about that.
no, it's like, oh, a Kit Kat, crunchy, delicious, awesome.
Yeah.
I look for those little Heath bar things. There's only a couple in the you know the hall
Yeah.
from Halloween.
Yeah.
I
So
mean you're
good,
lucky
though.
to get like one. Like it's a highly underrated candy.
I love that crunch, but it's not a hard crunch. It's like of the toffee.
Yeah, it's
'cause
good
of the
stuff.
toffee.
Oh, you should make that. You should make some toffee.
All right.
All right. Are we going to do flavor of the week, Rube?
Ooh.
What do you got for us,
Flavor of
Ruben?
the week.
Flavor of the week. So this is going to be a blind tasting, right?
Yep.
We're going to do flavor of the week, and then we got to wrap up. I don't have an Am I the Asshole situation this week.
It's okay.
Ruben, you need
So-
some music for your segment.
Yeah, I
We
know.
we
Ooh,
do need
yeah.
music.
I'm working on it.
So
working
Frankie
on
Pinto, who was on last week, is working on Am I the Asshole music.
I missed last
Yeah.
week. You had Frankie Pinto on?
Yeah, Frankie Pinto
Frankie.
is here. Yeah, he'll be back.
Was he playing here?
No, he'll be
Okay.
back, hopefully, with a jingle for Am I the Asshole? And yeah, I'll have you
Oh
back.
my God.
Oh, that's
All right, is this a
cool.
a blind tasting? Like, I'm
Oh,
not.
we don't even know
guess
what
the flavor?
product is?
Oh, no, that's not the blind taste one.
Oh, all right.
Not yet.
Okay, then come back.
That's what the poll
Then you
is.
can come back in.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I forgot something anyway.
All right. So we've got the. It's another popcorn. I hear. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So,
You know I love my popcorn.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rubester.
Thank you.
Rubester.
Okay.
Rubemeister. What do we got? The ASMR. Got a lot of. Your backside,
I keep
right?
doing
You love it. I think you love it. I think you do it on purpose every week. I love it.
so today we're going to try.
Drum roll.
Candy popcorn, Butterfinger.
Ooh, Butterfinger
Oh.
popcorn.
Ooh, Butterfinger.
Yes, also one of the Halloween favorites.
All right.
Yes.
Hope it's like a kettle corn.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I was picturing, like in my head, that it's gonna taste like kettle corn.
Ooh.
It's just gross.
Wait,
Is there
I have to.
Butterfinger
yeah, yeah.
chunks in
Smells amazing. And you know what? You can't see this, but it's like drizzled with like, I don't know, peanut
Yeah,
buttery
it's not
goodness.
it's not a full coating,
It's like drizzled with
but it's
stuff.
drizzled on there.
This reminds me of like moose munch. You know, like
there?
the
Oh, it does smell
moose munch.
so good.
Just does. Rube, I
my
think you
God.
got a winner here.
All
Wow.
right.
It looks very
think
pretty.
you're gonna like it.
This is by Candy Pop. And I guess they have a thing with Butterfinger. So
is
remember,
brilliant.
the scale is 0 the worst, 10 the best.
10 out of 10.
Oh my god,
10 out of 10.
10 for sure. This is delicious. What are the other flavors?
Oh, there's other ones. I wasn't sure if you want to do one flavor today or you want to do 2 flavors.
If you got another candy pop that's like this, yeah, let's do
Oh.
it.
Huh?
Let's do it. What
Do
the
it.
hell? Why not?
Easily a 10, for sure.
Only live once.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10. Go get you some Candy Pop Butterfingers popcorn.
Okay, so what do you get on the popcorn?
10.
10.
10. 10 out of 10.
10.
10, 10? Oh, wow. So, Tracy, this is a record. This is the first time we had a clear score of 10 for the
Hands down, 10.
Candy Pop Butterfinger popcorn. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Clearly, we like candy and popcorn.
Okay. The next one we got is the Candy Pop Snickers.
Oh,
I love Snickers.
Snickers.
that's got to be better, right?
Oh, there's so many of them. So,
Oh
Better than
my gosh.
Butterfinger?
I think Snickers are better than Butterfinger.
Oh,
Yeah,
right? You're
on a-
wrong,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that's okay. So,
Yeah.
as long as you know you're wrong, you're not really wrong,
You
right?
were wrong.
Is that how that goes?
We can't both be wrong.
Yeah, it's true.
all right. Guess I'll start with you, John. Go ahead.
I'm still working on the Butterfinger popcorn. That was
say.
really good. All right, I gotta smell it.
And this is the same. It's
Oh.
like drizzled with, chocolate
Drizzled with-
and peanut,
Ooh.
actual peanut
I was going to say, are there peanuts?
I don't know,
Yes.
but
little.
Candy Pop.
The smell is so good.
Candy Pop got it right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Here we go.
All right.
Going in.
Yep, I was right. This is better.
This is good.
You like the Butterfinger one better?
Yeah. I mean, this is not bad by any means. But even just the regular candy bars, I'm definitely Butterfinger over Snickers.
Okay, Butterfinger. Trace,
10 out of 10.
down 10. Which one you like better? Both?
I like this one. I mean, they're both
Snickers?
good, but I prefer Snickers over a Butterfinger.
Butterfinger?
I like this one better.
Better?
Yeah, and that Butterfinger one was really good. So
So basically, you guys give them both 10s, but
Both
you
10s,
but
but
the Snicker outweighs the.
You know
the
why?
Butterfinger.
This is like it's leveled up. It's like the Butterfingers, but with like chocolate drizzled on it.
I was gonna say it's the chocolate I think that tastes better on the Snickers. Like
So it is literally like the Butterfinger popcorn, but they just drizzled chocolate on it.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like next level.
Yeah, I thought this would be a good thing for the month of Halloween, and I'll get the next two for next week.
So good. Good choice, Ruben.
Yeah, all
this
right.
is great.
So-
and these are available in grocery stores?
Believe it or not, these are available in grocery stores. These bags here, if you go to any local supermarket, Acme, ShopRite, whatever, they're going to be about $5 or $6 a bag. But
Wow.
if you go to outlet store, kind of like grocery outlet, they're $1.99.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run, not walk there tomorrow, and get the others.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's some. They have other ones. There's Fruity Pebbles. There's Trix. There's
They're not messing around.
Sour Patch
Oh, that sounds
popcorn.
good.
And I
Feeling
think
a
I
little
saw Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, man, this is going to cost me $50 just to get all the bags.
Yeah.
But then when I saw these for $1.99,
That's a big
You had
variety.
me at popcorn. But
Popcorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them all.
there you go.
All right, well,
That's our
you-
flavor of the week.
Flavor of the week. You
Thank
heard it
you,
here
Ruben.
first. Candy Pop.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Maybe we can
It's a
get
home
Candy
run.
Pop to sponsor us.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
no,
write them.
That's what we're
tonight.
working on. We're hoping one of these companies will sponsor us
Oh
for doing
my
these flavors of the
gosh.
week.
Yeah.
That's really good. All right, well, check out Candy Pop, Butterfingers, and Snickers. Try them all, but
Delicious.
those
love
are definitely 10 out of 10. All right, well, thanks for tuning in tonight. Give us a like, share, follow, comment, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god, that popcorn was